I suppose you know I'm going to have to arrest you for that, right?
Boy, you see this bench? This bench is a symbol for the fundamental unity of mankind.
Is that so?
That's right.
Well then I suppose we both belong in jail.
You mean we both suppose we both belong in jail?
But what if I suppose that we both belong in jail?
Well then something's obscuring our fundamental unity.
A division in consciousness, so strong that men will kill each other without realizing their fundamental sameness. You have to think about the word sameness. It doesn't flow into the mind like Shakespearean prose. Shakespeare never would have written that. He knows how to address the universal sense of his subject.
You are the object of my discord. Society tells me that I should arrest you, but I know that we are brothers.
Are you accepting their unfaith in my judgment? Have you no identity?
I do, but we must break apart the divisions in our consciousness and fuse so that the eternal sanctity of our brotherhood can congeal.
Fuse? I refuse to fuse and abuse the sanctity of our individual consciousnesses. For the refuse of our views will bruise the muse of our perusing faculty, rendering us vegetables!
I hadn't thought of that. You must understand, those of us on the state payroll are not prized for our perusing faculties.
Understandable. You see, we can transfuse the hues of truth through reasoned communication. We need no mystic lapse in identity.
Whoever created these divisions in consciousness put them there for a reason. Surely, the mastodonic libidinal energy imbued in our own unthinking sun has as much purpose as our own microscopic perception, regardless of our inability to divine it. We both exist as energy, but our energy is organized to a higher extent. When you turn off your consciousness at the end of the day and go back to that basic energy, what does your intuition tell you? Tell you?
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
I thought I could hear God whispering. He likes to come into my brain at times like these and tell me about little boys' erogenous regions.
I do love the lovely little lads myself. It's like you stare straight into heaven when you're looking into their eyes.
Well, God asks me to look into other portals of theirs, but I don't listen, of course.
He's a vengeful lad, I'll give you that.
You think God is a little boy? Well, I guess that makes sense. He sure likes little boys. Maybe he's got a boy crush on them. And he lives his sex life vicariously through the Catholic priest he speaks to.
He's like a giant soccer mom in the sky.
Oh, I know, he's like a soccer dad.
Yeah, right. I bet he gets them in the back of his minivan and has his way with them.
That's right, I knew those tinted windows weren't for the mums.
And so, the prospect of an absolute all-governing consciousness drove the two men mad. They would spend the rest of their days in a mental hospital, ruminating over the trivialities of a false deity's sex life. And as their nurses took notes on their condition, they too were driven mad at the notion and took it home with them, spreading a chain of watered-down madness that extended itself out into humanity, getting smaller and smaller until finally it was distilled enough that upon reaching one omniscient man, he was able to distill the truth out of it and solve all of the world's problems. But that story has yet to be written, to be written, to be written, to be written, to be written.
Yeah.